I haven't managed to catch a picture of the 2 new rare ones. I'm still missing those ones. And I'm waiting on a memento from one of the other cats.
Is the game the same kind of framework as something like Pokemon?
No.
Like it's a collectibles thing?
You don't even do anything. You go in, you put out some food for some cats, and you exit the game, and then you go in and check what cats are there.
So it's just like, look at these cute
It's
things.
like having your own backyard and you, set food out.
Yeah.
Well, you collect pictures of them. And
you can take a photo.
And sometimes they give you mementos.
Okay.
Can we, in this game at some point, if we accept a mission that deals like necromancy, can we fight like Necro Atsume? Can we fight somebody who's doing that? Like animating cats?
Previously on Polymorph Self, the epic saga of Seyda, Punching Master. Our ornithopter was captured, and while we stood in a dark alley trying to figure out how to get it back, we were spotted by a pair of guards. So we punched them and stole their uniforms. Hey, it's a classic for a reason. I graciously took on the role of prisoner, which meant Hjani and Bjorn had to work extra hard to pass as guards who could capture me. Luckily they pulled it off, and we got up close to our flying machine. But, oh no, double ruse! It was all a trap set up by our old nemesis Agonosphos. Punching things solves all of life's problems, though. I punched the guards out, as Hjani and Bjorn set off for the ornithopter. Getting his flame lance on, Bjorn blew a hole in a wall, and then a hole in Aggie's pet ogre skeleton. Hjani finally got into her ornithopter flying groove, and used the great golden eagle to squash our foe. A blast of the flame lance on his magical life cloak means that this is definitely the last we'll see of him. Flying back to town, we now need to focus on the rapidly developing civil war. Hopefully, we can punch it all better?
Colin, don't make me laugh. You're good at it. You're a comedian.
I wish I could say the same.
Shut the fuck up.
You do know that's just made it into the intro for the next episode.
Fuck.
Caught live on mic. Domestic abuse between the cast members.
Get out of here, Mike.
Okay. You sit in the ornithopter, a 20-foot-long golden replica of a hawk as it flies through the night sky. All around is darkness and cold wind, light snow stinging your faces. Hjani is piloting via a mind meld with an ancient magical flying machine. This magic appears to guide you despite zero visibility. For Bjorn and Seyda, the experience is unsettling as you hurtle into the void. Somewhere, deep in her mind, Hjani is aware that the ornithopter is being guided by a kind of homing instinct. Then, a spot of light appears in the darkness. Then 2, then 3, and finally 4. 4 fires burn atop the 4 towers of Lunanami, the elven fortress on the northern frontier. The dome atop the castle keep remains open, revealing the landing platform. As you slow down and approach, you see the castle courtyard lit by torches and lanterns. It seems bare and deserted, except for a couple of huddled sentries inside the gates. You have made it back to Kikatharan territory, albeit the very edge of the kingdom. Your bleary eyes sting, and your limbs ache.
And I assume we stink as well. Am I right about that?
You do.
Okay. We didn't just air out on the ride over. Oh.
Well, I mean, there was that frozen wind with snow. Maybe it took some of the stink off.
No, we're just
Is that not how that
stinky,
works?
frozen, and unsettled.
All right. I think we can take care of this now that we're here at Lunanami.
Yeah. Well, everyone remembers what we discussed on the ornithopter, right? We're gonna try to fuck people over as gently as possible. Yeah. So
I don't like it when you put it that way.
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah. Yes. Of course.
Well, yeah. So you have your rebel friend Seyda. I have my military connections.
You are
that
currently hovering in the sky above the landing platform.
Well, I figure we're saying this while I slowly lower
we
us
could say
down.
this in a hot bath,
Yeah.
I think.
Just before we.
No turning back time. I'll remember that, Bjorn. Scene created.
And I don't know, Bjorn, you're gonna do something. I'm sure. All right, let's go. Landed.
Okay.
We landed.
You land the ornithopter, climb out and descend the stairs into the castle courtyard, where you hear one of the huddled soldiers cry out to you like this. Guys! Guys! It's me! It's me, Bill, the lowly doorman, and I've been promoted. I'm the lowly sentry now. Guys! You're back. Amazing.
First off, congrats.
Thank you.
Good job, Bill. Where's the bath?
What? Where have you been? What happened? You've been on wondrous adventures. Tell all.
Bill, bath.
Shit got real, Bill. You know what? Run us baths, and you can stay in the room, and we'll tell you about it.
Bjorn will tell you while he's in the bath.
Well, there's only really like us 3 here in the castle, and about another 10 people sleeping in the village. As you can see, it's late at night. Mm. So I don't know really who would run the baths. There's no one there.
Bill, you've just been promoted. Come on, don't let us down.
I'm still.
You used to be a lowly doorman, but now you're a lowly sentry. You can do this, Bill. You can be a lowly bath pourer as well.
I think it's time to be a lowly bathman.
Oh, guys, you're being such a downer. You know, 2 days ago, a similar exciting thing happened. One of the other ranger teams made it back from the Rossmore finally. It was Hjani Kitu, the Silver Fox, my hero. And you won't believe what happened. She told us all, she regaled us with the tales of her adventure. She went out onto the Rossmore. They discovered a hidden town, which was run by these weird priests called anti-somethings I can't pronounce, the Theanthroprites. Anyway, it
sounds about right.
The antis.
Is that right? Is that right? Yeah. Oh, and she told us how she single-handedly took herself and 2 acolytes, entered the town, and she assassinated a weird high priest by throwing a dagger into its eye and killing it outright, and then getting out, leaving the town afire. And she's on her way back to the city right now to get to get her medals, I guess. Oh, Hjani Kitu, the Silver Fox, what a hero of our nation. You should have been here. You just missed her by 2 days.
Does this mean that we should get back in the Ornithopter and try to crush her too?
Well, quick aside, guys.
You're saying we can crush our enemies. That's all I've ever wanted you to say.
But as an aside, fellas, ladies, didn't we already take credit for? What was in the report that we gave? Like, is she going to be caught in a lie but like a bunch of bull or what?
I can't remember because Onas spoke to the king.
Yeah, I checked out at that point as well.
Shake the ball, see if it says anything.
Psst, Onas, what'd you tell the king? None of us were listening the first time.
Just says, ask me later.
By the way, when Hjani reached into a bag, you remember, you have the grey orb that Onas was holding when he disappeared. Uh-huh. You also have 2 slightly larger, more flawed white orbs, which are not perfectly round, yeah.
No, we have 2, and I have 1.
I got the white orb.
You have one of the white orbs.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Bill, the lowly sentryman.
Yeah, we know Bill.
Wow, what's that orb? Why are you shaking it? Oh, where's Master Onas? I love him so much. He taught me to stand up for myself and speak strongly, like a man.
God, I don't remember that either. Every time he opened his mouth, I would just check out. All right.
Where's Master Onas?
Bill, Master Onas is in a ball, and we're covered in dragon brains. Can we please have a bath?
What do you mean he's in the ball?
I already said, Bill, shit got real.
Wait, is he gone?
Yeah, he dematerialized. He disappeared.
Yeah, he went
That's a big word. What does it mean?
He went into the ball, we think. Anyways, we're going to try to figure out how to get him out of the ball, but first I think we need to have a bath.
Oh, you're all looking at me like I should run you a bath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I shall go start a fire. It will be ready in 10 minutes.
That's all we ever wanted.
It's just inside the main keep there. Just give me... I'll come back out and get you like a few minutes later. Wait. And then he runs off in a panic in the distance towards a shed. And at first you watch him going, that's not the direction, he said. But he emerges from the shed with an armful of firewood.
Oh.
And then runs back the other way, so he appears to be on it.
Oh, relatively competent. Okay, great.
Thank you.
I need to keep better notes. Like, for real.
Yeah, well, I know that Onas definitely told a very long story about what we did, which had something to do with how we rescued our Princess Arpitani. But yeah, I have no.
Oh, and Arpitani was there for the entirety of that fight.
Yeah.
Anyways, she'll get caught in her.
I tell you what,
baloney.
I will give you one like game chance at a miraculous remembering of something that you can't remember. Who's got a good concentration skill?
Not me.
Not I.
Who's got the best concentration skill?
0.
Also 0.
0. Concentration's on Constitution.
Who's got the best constitution
Mine's
bonus?
+2.
Seyda, you have to get 15 or above on a d20. You have +2. Will the DM allow you to remember something that you can't otherwise remember?
Don't think
You
about
search
ponies.
your mind.
Don't think about ponies. I rolled a 10 +2. I was thinking about ponies.
You still fail to recall if Hjani Kitu's going to be caught in a horrific lie or not when she gets back.
Hey, well, Arpitani knows the truth. She was there. She was in the fight. And I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about her and her bull crap.
Oh, sorry, did I say Arpitani? I mean Hjani Kitu. I just totally forgot what I said 2 seconds ago.
I'm not.
The silver fox.
I think you were right. I think you were
No,
right on that.
I think the DM needs to make a concentration check.
I think he does, yeah.
Oh, up top.
Yeah, that's right.
top.
I went there.
DM burn. Bjorn is surmising right. If you had in fact included the slaying of Agonosvos, the initial slaying of him, in your report, and she goes back and reports that, if she's that stupid, she'll be caught in a lie. But at the moment, you can't remember if you mentioned that detail or not. You can. You are correct in remembering that you reported rescuing the princess and that town existed.
Yep.
But okay. So 5 minutes passed, and
All right, so
Bill comes out and goes, "Let me take you to the to the keep's the bathhouse. The fire is burning. The water is it's like the fire is like in a kind of, I don't know, my vocabulary's so bad, like a kind of metal container under the bath. It warms the water."
I don't need to know how the mechanics work.
Okay. I'm just nervous around you guys. You're so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm but a lowly
Sentry?
doorman, sentryman. Mm-hmm. I'm a sentry now. Oh, that makes me feel so full of self-esteem and pride to know that I have risen up from the shed door to the castle gates.
Hey, Bill, you're a crack sentry.
Thank you.
Oh, little tears.
He
tears.
he leads you in through a series of deserted and unfurnished castle rooms that are dust-covered and look like no one's maintained them for centuries. Eventually, you reach a large chamber with a huge single square sort of spa-like bathtub in it, and steam is starting to rise off the water.
Yes.
All right, I cannonball into my tub.
I take off at least my armor first, and then walk into the tub too. 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 Walk into the tub too.
Bill, get us all changes of cloaks and
there are no
and
rolls for
uniforms.
like test for awkwardness, but hey, it's the
We're all
medieval world.
soldiers.
You're all
Yeah.
soldiers. It's co-ed world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's fine.
it's soldier ship troopers or whatever, right?
Wait, Hjani, what's your spot check?
Oh, my
Are you seeing if she can spot my penis?
No, but
+1.
but
All right.
but are you suggesting she might have to roll a check to spot your
Yeah,
penis?
exactly.
Okay.
Don't look around the entire room to validate that.
I just couldn't believe you put that out there.
Listeners note, the DM just like spun his head around like he's the exorcist.
Hjani, it's a DC 12 basic spot check. What's your modifier?
+1. 16 +1.
You notice out the corner of your eye that Bill is lingering in the far doorway, peeking through his fingers at all of you as you strip naked and get into the steaming bath.
Spot my penis. 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 Spot my penis.
By the way, you all don't give a fuck because you've just spent like a whole quest getting completely covered in
Basically,
blood,
there's
guts,
a
and
layer of dragon between me and everyone else anyway.
You're essentially like those body painted models.
Exactly.
Essentially, right?
I
Yeah.
mean, she's even touched another member's stoat at this point in time. So
That's right.
once she got,
I care not. And like we are spending a lot of time dealing with this bath right now.
Okay, you all sit in the steamy bathtub.
Can Bill wash our cloaks and our things while he is? Because I have a lovely headscarf that's now soiled.
Yes,
that
I heard that. He
Thank
comes
you.
running back
Oh,
from his
yeah.
door position. Yes, I will do anything. I'll wash all your clothes and prepare your beds for the night. Because I take it you must be moving on to your
Yeah.
next exciting adventure.
Certainly.
Sounds about right.
Bill, there is still a quartermaster here that we can see.
No, well, here's the thing. A couple of days ago, also around the time Hjani Kitu was here, we oh god, how do I put this? Arpitani, we don't know where she is. She's gone missing again.
Damn.
We don't know where, and also all of our garrison, bar a skeleton crew you see here, were recalled to the city because the rumors are there's an impending threat coming.
Well, I guess it's not that big a surprise that, our patron who is known for just randomly disappeared.
Yeah, so he disappears himself with all your
With
clothes.
our stuff.
And goes off to prepare your room, so you have a little time to have that discussion before you go on to anywhere else that you were about to have before.
All right. Well, okay. As I was saying, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to cozy up to Miss Lady with the sword that I have. And
That is Kanatani, is it
yes,
not?
yes.
Yes.
Who might be leading the rebellion against the rebellion.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the House Whiteblade against the
So
her
there's
dad.
the older sister who's rebelling against the dad, and Kanatani is siding with the dad. Is that what the?
I think the Kanatani who had
Oh
the,
shit!
the frost sword. Oh no, are we gonna have to do another concentration check? No, I remember this. Military shit I remember, okay? Kanatani with the frost sword, frostbitten lady. She is working with Laliatani of the Dragon Binding to take back the 5th Protectorate for the Kingdom of Cacathra because her dad was the one who stepped out and did shit off the books.
That is correct.
Yes. See, anything that Onas said I didn't hear, but, like this journal reading and stuff like that, as soon as it was military stuff, I was like, ooh. So I figured I might have an in with Kanatani, at least to talk about sword stuff, and also get her idea of, like, what she's doing.
Great, so you're sorted for sword stuff.
I'm sorted for sword stuff.
If she doesn't cut you to pieces during the invasion, of course. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
well-
a good long-term plan.
We did kill her dragon, didn't we?
No, we killed her little sister
That's
dragon.
Damn it.
Lalia Whiteblade, who's still AWOL in the mountains.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Trying to find another dragon. She won't know for a
All right,
while.
either way, we're headed back to town. Let's...
You get in with your crooks, and I'll get in with some rebels.
I have.
Oh.
If our aim is just to save as many people as we can,
Yeah, we were
keep,
trying to-
keep the general public out of harm's way, then I've got people that I can talk to. I believe you have some people as well, Seyda.
I do. That's what I said. I was going to say.
Yeah, you just want to talk about sword stuff.
Well, also, to make sure that they know that we're on the right side.
I don't know what the right
I don't
side
know what
is
the right
anymore.
side is either.
The last discussion you had was that whatever the wrong or right of the sides, the invasion would be brutal and be tough on the townspeople, so you'd made a provisional plan to come back and help possibly defend it. But also, you have contacts potentially with the townspeople, the underground, and the non-military powers that may be, and you're going to be able to wield an influence on whose side they join. So if you want to defend the town to save the civilians, you could persuade the town to get behind Prince Callus's defense, for example.
Sure.
And DM meta note, I've designed it a bit so these decisions will greatly affect the upcoming battle. Yeah.
So I thought our decision was that because there's no way we thought that Prince Whiteblade's forces could actually have any effect on the kingdom of Cacathria's forces, that we were just going to hide as many of the townspeople as we could, so that they're not as affected by the upcoming war, which is why we use the term.
Yeah, or what about enlisting them to help defend the city?
Because if we enlist them to help defend the city, first of all, they die. And also, it's not like Prince Callus Whiteblade really has that great city system going in the first place.
Although Laliana's book said that when the main town gets wind of the rebellion, Prince Whiteblade's rebellion, they're going to come down pretty hard on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote that she thought they might even just sack the city as a kind of like collective punishment. Yeah.
Well, which is why we need to get people out of the way, and also maybe if I get in with the Kanatani, we can show how we rebelled against Prince Whiteblade.
Even if we get people out of the way for the battle, though, depending on who wins, if Whiteblade wins, Prince Whiteblade, then there's still going to be trouble afterwards. Maybe we need to pick a side.
Do you think they can actually win if like most of the townspeople go missing?
But they're going to have to come back.
Yeah, but they can come back and not have... Maybe their houses will be sacked, but they won't be.
You all start to feel very relaxed and rubbery and clean and sleepy in this wonderful bath.
So basically it's time to go to sleep.
I'm just throwing that out there. It's fine. You can...
Makes sense. Makes sense. This debate could go on forever. But anyways, that's what my idea
I
was.
just don't understand why not pick a side.
Yeah, I'm picking the side of Kikathra.
Which side is that?
The Kanatani rebellion against her dad's side.
The impending invasion.
Yeah, the impending invasion side.
For once, I agree. I think we should side with Laliana.
Yeah.
Lalia?
Laliana?
So to be clear, your long-term plan is to help sack your hometown.
Wait, no, we're not sacking the town.
Well, that's why we're getting people out as much as possible, right? Look,
She's going in to sack the town. The people afterwards are going to come back in and sack the town when they find out that Prince Whiteblade has stolen the town. Oh,
no.
This politics is hard.
The Fifth Protectorate has been established for like a few months in your game time now, right? And you are in fact lieutenants of the Fifth Protectorate. And although he did seem sort of like one of the typical cruel nobles, he wasn't going around just murdering everyone. It was kind of business as usual when you were last there.
He did establish a giant flamethrower in the middle of the town.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That in the defense tower, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like he improved the town in any way.
But what will Ali...
Did he? He just kind of came in and was like, well, I'm sitting down here. This is mine now, right?
He was there since the very first adventure, but he didn't proclaim it an independent kingdom until recently. Or independent province.
Politics is really hard, guys. I just want to hit things.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is...
you feel ready for your beds.
I don't know what the reason is that we're...
Keeping character as Hjani.
Okay.
What would Hjani do if asked to explain something a second time?
Roll eyes more?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I've explained it like 3 times now. I think so. I don't know, dude. What do you want to do? Like, what do you think you can actually do? Our road is literally the middle road. I'm trying to protect the people a little bit by at least getting on the side of the people who are coming to sack the town. You guys are supposed to get the people out so they aren't killed while the sacking happens. But basically, no matter what, we think that Kikathra is going to win anyways. There's no way our little town can defend itself against an army, at least right now. Or, I mean, like, at least for a long period of time. We have it for the winter, right? At best.
When you last discussed or heard information about this, the theory being floated around was they couldn't send a whole army up because winter's sort of, blocking everything off, and they can't sustain or move it fast enough. They imagine it'll be some sort of, small force. It'd still be a threat, but it would be like, they're basically going to send some boats upriver with some troops on it, but not a huge army that would totally destroy it.
Yeah.
That was the, it might not be such a, it's not going to be a total pushover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but basically that's until the ice melts and spring comes, and if the first army didn't work, do you think, like, the second army won't?
In between now and spring, we can broker a peace.
Okay, the DM rules that you're all falling asleep, having not slept for 48 hours and being in a wonderful hot spa for many, many minutes.
Guys,
think it over. I'm going to bed.
Don't fall asleep in the bath.
I'm falling asleep in the bath.
You're going to drown.
I'm not going to drown.
Okay, Lowly Bill comes back and shows you to your rooms. You have a pick of separate chambers because the castle is all but deserted. You sleep the night. He also provides you with some healing balm that he, because none of it's guarded or catalogued now. Everyone's deserted the castle. Does anyone have any damage left over?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can reset to full hit points.
Very cool.
Can I keep my healing bomb?
If you don't need any, you can add 1 dose of healing balm to your equipment.
Finally.
In fact, you can add 2.
Yes.
I'm Bill. Look, it's just lying around now.
Awesome.
Hi,
We
Hjani,
are
you're
packing
awesome.
a Cure Light Wound potion.
Good. We could use more of these.
Okay, you wake up the next day, and Bill provides you with horses with which you could get back into town.
Shouldn't we just... I mean, come on.
The good ponies.
Can we put one in the ornithopter?
We've got space now.
Yeah, it can take up... We can call it Onas.
What do you guys want? Is that what we do then?
I grin and nod
You
my
can
head.
do whatever ill-advised and poorly thought through things you want to do, and then we'll just face the consequences. What would you like to do? Take the ornithopter down, or ride the horses?
I want to take the ornithopter.
Okay, you return to the ornithopter. It responds to you, as it has before. You don't need to repeat the concentration checks. You've figured it out now.
Yes.
You hover up, and within literally 10 minutes, you speed along the river across and come to your previous landing place, which was on the north side of town by the defense tower. Now, let me give you a quick description here to set the scene. The frontier river port of Linake Reka is steeped in mists and dusted by snow. The mile-wide Great Kalni River is shrouded in this fog. It clings to the water's surface and swirls at the riverbank. The opposite side is out of sight, making it appear as if the town sits astride a Great Lake's edge or an eerily placid seashore. The riverside dock area is almost empty of citizens, but patrolled by several groups of troops in full armour. At the north end, the jet-black defence tower looks distant and flat like a painting. The rest of the town seems to be doing business as usual, but in the winter, once the harvest is finished, as you know, it is a quiet place. The colourful hanging lanterns are lit in the lamp district and the temple district. Dice roll in the dives and dens of the human quarter, but it's all strangely subdued. On the north side, Market Square, Banker's Place, the Farmers' Guilds are all deserted. It seems that the troops are being mobilised and army commanders, such as you immediately recognise Captain Corlo, your former captain, are basically directing things. There's troops in all the sectors of the town telling the citizens what to do, preparing positions. It all seems to be focused on the riverfront. The Kikatharan troops that belong to Prince Callus Whiteblade seem to be mainly in charge, and the town's all full of preparations. But of course, as you arrive by ornithopter and land down next to the defense tower, you are immediately seen. People are wowing and looking at you, and you are immediately approached by Captain Corlo. By the way, Captain Corlo, for people who haven't also been listening for a while, is a human commander on the Reka, the frontier town. She is a she. It's Captain Jessica Corlo, an impressive barbarian such as Seyda, and also your first boss. And she comes over and goes, "Oh my God, you're back! Thank God you're back now. Oh my God, we're preparing the defense of the town. We need our captains and commanders. Prince Callus will be glad to see you."
That's fantastic.
What of your mission?
Our mission was... What was our mission, actually? What did we go out there to do besides explore the tower?
Well, it was to follow, what's his name? Onas's vision, was it not?
Shoot, we really forgot our mission.
We're a crack team.
We're a crap team.
We were basically like, oh, the wind points that way. We'll do that. Well, anyways, whatever it was that we went out there to do, we did it. We explored a giant tower. We uncovered
a town.
Yeah, we uncovered a crazy-ass town.
Secret town.
We learned about an impeding force of ne'er-do-wells who might be attacking our city one day after, I guess, this other force attacks our city.
Maybe this is the ne'er-do-wells.
Well, there's a lot of ne'er-do-wells.
Yes, we have scouting reports that large river barges, huge military galleys are rowing towards us right now and might be arriving within 6 to 8 hours.
Well, Captain Corlo, why don't you give us a little bit of a report of what's been going on since we've been gone?
Well, our scouts have confirmed that a small but well-trained invasion force are arriving by riverboat this very day. Prince Callus gave a speech telling everyone not to worry, as he would destroy these ships with the flame lance of the defense tower. In the meantime, all of the fully trained elite troops, we have 200 of those, are now mobilizing to prepare to repel a landing at the docks. And we are organising everyone else into a militia by district to defend the town. But the populace seem nervous. Of course, we have our own ancient castle at the edge of town, Luna Raka, so we can always hide like women and children in there. But we're sort of hurrying to organise this right now. I think you guys had better report to Prince Callus. He's at the garrison places now, handing out jobs to captains and commanders. He'll be glad to see this ornithopter. We can perhaps use it in our defence.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Anyway, I'm really busy and have to get off to the dockside to prepare to defend our town. I'll trust you guys to go in and get ready, and I will see you at the battlefront.
Certainly.
Sure.
See you there, Jessica. We're on a first-name basis now because she's our old boss.
She eyeballs you, very angrily.
All right, see you, Jess.
Just say.
All right, we walk away.
I say maybe we should split up. You guys go to the Peoples, and I'll go to Prince Callus Whiteblade and see what's going on there.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
So I'll head to the Polo. Mm-hmm. You head to whatever crack dens your friends hang out in.
We're a crack den.
Yeah, again, I may edit this. This may be where Bjorn's information comes into play.
Yeah, I have somebody that I need to talk to see what I can do for the people. You as well, Seyda.
Mm-hmm.
I have Blake and Callie.
Mm-hmm.
And Hjani?
Well, I'm going to the castle. I'm hoping to find Kanatani along the way.
Kanatani is not in town. She's leading the invasion force, right?
Oh, did she actually lead the invasion force? So she went all the way back to the city and then...
Well, that's what we established from the diaries. Of course, you haven't confirmed that physically.
All right, sure.
I guess you'll find out either way.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to Prince Whiteblade's house. Castle.
That's the defense tower.
His place.
You were just told
wherever he is.
The garrison.
That place. That place that he is at.
Okay. Splitting, it's a show, it doesn't matter, but splitting the party is not, we'll try and keep this tight.
Yeah, I could even stay with you guys if you guys wanted to join me.
Well, I mean, the finding rebels / going to the Polo could be amalgamated. But it doesn't have to be. It's up to you.
We do like the Polo.
Let's go to the
Let's
Polo.
all go together.
So let's start with Seyda and Bjorn. You make your way south through the Lantern District, where the people that are drinking are kind of hiding in the back, trying not to be found. Militia and captains are going door to door to all the inns and the gambling dens and the bordellos and the normally bawdy red light district next to the docks, which is now very quiet, trying to round people up and giving people advice about barricading doors. Because the Lamp District is really directly next to the riverfront, which looks like it's shaping up to be where they're going to make a stand. Making your way through, you finally reach the doors of the Polo, where proprietor Bill Botley is in the middle of a heated discussion with a sort of a deputy who's trying to persuade him to lock up and abandon the place. And as you sort of approach, you sort of fade into the conversation, you hear him shouting, "I will never leave this inn. This is my life. The Polo is an institution. Our patrons will drink until death, literally, if we have to. Leave us be." And the guy is shouting at him, "Come on, don't be an idiot. Lock up, or at least barricade the doors."
Excuse me, deputy.
Oh, it is Bjorn Djerkfjord of the correct team. Sir, good to have you in the fight.
Glad to be here. Deputy, did you know that this man, Bill Botley, serves a very important service in this town?
You know this man?
Yes, I do. He's a valuable asset to the fight on the home front, and the Polo is definitely one of the frontline defenses. This place must stay open. It serves a good purpose.
That's actually why we're here. We're going to make this our base of operations, so you can just move along and we'll deal with it from now on.
Oh, in that case, Seyda Neen, also correct team member, that I will leave this in your capable hands, and I will report to my commander that you're down here and this is your base. And
no, keep it stum. We are.
But why?
This is confidential stuff.
This is crack business.
Well, it's what?
Just get out of here, deputy.
It's crack business. Okay. Obviously, again, I'm. This is great news that the crack team are here to help with the defense. I will leave you to it. And Mr. Botley, yes, you're in good hands, and he leaves. I'm Bill Botley. Oh, thank you. I want to get some serious drinking done, and these numbskulls are... with you guys here, the invasion will never succeed. They won't even get onto the docks, let alone into my bar. Great, so you two, good luck defending the riverfront, and I'll do the drinking. Nice to see you again.
Bill, have you seen Blake and Callie?
Ah, Blake and Callie, he says, touching his nose, with a self-satisfied look of being in on something.
This is crack business.
It's funny you should say that. They're in the back of the pub right now, in our special room in the back, talking with a very interesting person. I don't know her. I heard her call her by her first name, Jace. Hanging out in the back, talking about something, and yeah, it's very good. And by the way, I'm totally in on it. And you can tell from his look that he's totally not in on it.
He's not.
I give Bill a very exaggerated wink.
We're all.
I lay a finger at the side of my nose.
He looks conspiratorially left and right, checks no one's there, and ushers you into the Polo Polo, which does have a few people in there. The hardcore alcoholics are like, they're not leaving their place at the bar for anyone. They're still in there. It's not busy, but there's people there. He leads you into a back room where you see 4 people sitting around a table. 2 of them, you have no idea who they are. They look. One is human, one is half-elf. You just don't recognize them. Another one is Blake, the rogue who you met all those sessions ago, who you rescued
many moons ago.
during the ambush. And the third person is a what appears to be a human female rogue who's very sort of self-satisfied, long dark hair, cool leather armor. Sort of everyone seems to be respecting her and revering her.
I stand awkwardly. Hi.
Blake turns around. Seyda, Bjorn. The other guests look ambivalent apart from the female rogue, who you heard Bill called Jace, who sort of seems to be giving Bjorn the stink eye.
Nice to see you again, Jace Horja.
Bjorn Dirkfall. Why? Yeah. So you finally decided to actually get on board, have you?
Hey, I wouldn't count my chickens before they're hatched. Don't ever do that, Jace.
Same old Bjorn.
Do you two know each other?
We go way back, me and Jace Horja.
He can fill you in. We've got important things to talk about.
We do, and we'll get to that. Just know that Jace is a pretty big player in my shady circles, and we grew up together. It's cool.
Miss Seyda, you also would have heard of me as well by my more common nickname, Zero.
Oh.
I wasn't gonna let the cat out of the bag on that one.
Is
Glad
she the
did.
one you went and gambled with when we were gambling?
Oh, do you remember that? Like, yeah, I tried to gain an audience with Zero here. But yeah, we're here for different matters right now. Different matters completely.
Okay, well, that's
All right. Well, we've happened upon a resistance meeting. We know why we're here. Thank you, Bill Botley.
Bill just lingers at the door with a big grin on his face.
Bill, somebody's got to serve the customers, though.
Bill. We really need some beers.
Okay, Jace shouts across forcefully, Bill, get the fuck out! And he looks sort of at his feet, keeps his grin, and he walks out and closes the door. You have the room privately.
Okay.
So, what, you're here to join? Actually, it might be a matter of hours before our town is attacked, and we, to be honest, can't work out what course of action is eventually in our best interest. 'Tis a tangled knot.
Well, this is a tangled knot, but where does the resistance even side in a matter like this?
Ultimately, we are a patriotic organization. We are loyal to Kikathra, and we are loyal to Lenake Reka. As you know, we just campaign for... we believe the Reka has its own culture and deserves greater freedoms than in the noble cities. That is all. We don't want the city destroyed, and we're not against the culture, but... we're at a loss, but now you are here with all your wisdom and maturity, you can perhaps fill us in, or perhaps your barbarian friend here. I trust her, a human from the farms, a hard-working, good-natured, real citizen of the Wrecker, with a moral code, unlike certain rogues of the human quarter, whose names may or may not be Bjorn Djerkfall.
Jace is a full-blown human, so... yeah.
I whisper to Bjorn, I don't think she likes you.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. What's done is done.
Okay, Jace?
I just want to say, Seyda, nothing was done, okay? Nothing was ever done. Don't read that comment the wrong way.
Classy as ever. All right.
There is some kind of civil war going on, guys.
I'd love it to be civil. I would love it to remain civil. I'll just say it. I asked Jace out once, long ago. It was a long time ago. She turned me down. She just turned me down, and
I was talking about the war. Not in here.
Well,
and also we were like 12 years old, so take that with a pinch of salt too.
Blake.
Seyda, yes.
Something big's going down, and I'm not sure what to do about it.
Where are those beers? I'm going to check on those beers.
No, Bill Botley appears at the door with beers.
Thanks, Bill.
Bjorn, you're the man. I like you, Bjorn.
I look plaintively at Jace like, see?
You're one of my best customers.
All right.
Although that Hjani, she's a little bit cooler than you, but I like you.
Get out of here, Bill.
Okay.
Scoot.
He leaves the beers. I'm Blake. Yes, Seyda. We're debating that now.
Blake begins all of his statements by saying, I'm Blake.
That's right. I'm Blake. This is a room full of people who all have the same nasal British voice somehow, and male. Seyda, well, you guys have been on many missions now, and you hold rank with Prince Callus. You must have experience. How do you advise us? I mean, he has troops. He has a defense tower, which has not been fired in, as far as we know, hundreds of years. But apparently it's not a huge army. It's 5 or 6 galleys rowing up the river. But it could be without us. It they could outnumber our forces as many as 2 to 1 if the militia and the resistance don't join them. I mean, with us it could be a 1-to-1 type fight. Without us, they could have an advantage, although they are coming by river. It seems that we have a sway in this, but we don't know where to go.
Well, Blake, we all know that Prince Whiteblade is a jerk, but it also looks like the other rebellion, not you guys seem cool, the other rebellion are also jerks. I don't really know which side to come down on. I think the best thing for you guys to do is to protect the people.
When you say the other rebellion, you mean our national government?
Yeah, those people.
They're not rebelling. They're coming to put down what they see as
I don't know, Blake. I don't know what's going on. I just know that there's going to be a big fight and everyone's in the middle of this, and we need to protect the people of the town.
That's a good principle. How do you suggest we do it? Since the castle is available, but I mean the castle can't hold everyone. It's controlled by Prince Callus's men. I guess we could persuade them or override them. Or do you have any other suggestions how we could evacuate people?
Jace, Bjorn, do you know any underground secrets?
Jace, you gotta know an underground, I don't know, railway or something to get people out of the town.
See, this is typical Bjorn. He hears the word underground, he thinks there's actually something underground.
Fine, subterranean.
No, there's nothing under the ground.
Oh, God.
I mean, we could... Here's the thing. On the south side of the city is the large, sort of poorer, working-class residential area of cabins. And beyond that, the edge of the Great Wood. We could get some rangers to take people out that way, but also, what if the invaders do have a sneaky land force sneaking in from the south to take us by surprise? The castle's on the north side. There are other areas of the city, for example, the Temple District. The Temple has a kind of huge walled grounds around it, and they are neutral in political matters.
The Temple District sounds like a good idea.
That's on the far east side, away from the opposite side to the river, right before the town runs off into wilderness.
Temple District does sound like a good spot. That I guess we could take our local militias and...
But do we join the fight, or do we just hang out, and how do we justify that? We don't want to give away our identities also.
You...
Come on, smarty pants Bjorn Dirk Fuel. Don't you have an idea?
Hold the temple district and protect everyone.